go straight live because that's the level we go. I
Yeah,
got a long ass intro, and Fabs is joining. You guys enjoy this intro.
that's
All
sick.
right.
All right.
São grandes equipas e não podemos perder muitos pontos. Falam por si.
Thanks so much. 1 year ago, I arrived at the airport, and I don't know, one of the journalists asked me about why I'm here, and I said, yeah, because I love football, and if you love football, you love Benfica. Actually, to be honest, it was not on purpose. I said it because it was my idea in this moment in the head. But one year later, yeah, it's very true. So to be part of Benfica is the best thing you can have in football. So I really appreciate to be part of that. I appreciate your support. So what happens today is unbelievable, and I have to say I'm so proud of my team, even on David Neres, not only on you, but all the
To jump.
okay. So it is unbelievable. I'm so happy. We worked so hard to be here this moment, this evening, to make all of you happy, because we know you can be only happy if Benfica is champion, and we are champion, so we are so
I love his laugh. The guy. Okay, like everyone else, we're all nursing some hangovers and probably using the wrong
Oh,
thing.
we're both here. We're both here.
Wait.
We didn't even plan this.
Jake's the only one with a head on his shoulders.
Oh, I fully, I will admit, I'm gone. So anything I say today, if it's a bit off, you don't cancel me.
Hey, Luis.
Oh man, and we also got Fab's gonna be
Oh, yeah,
joining
yeah.
us
It's quite here.
very soon. So
Nice.
he'll be here soon enough. I got
My,
Jake.
my,
Jake
my,
is in,
Fabio's still in
Lisboa.
toilets. Sorry, go on.
Yeah.
He's got to get his business out. He's got to make sure he's good for the show. But yeah, man, thank you for the congrats, Ricky. It has been a long time. It has been a long time.
Too long.
It's too long. So I just want to go right into Jake because you're just around
Hello.
the college, right? You're
Yeah.
just out there last night. Jake, honestly, just for people who don't know, just walked back into his place he's staying at in Lisboa, stumbled off the street, and turned on his camera.
Yeah, and it doesn't work. Great.
Yeah, and that's it. He's passed out. He literally passed
Good to
out.
have you.
Oh yeah, no, it was crazy. It was something I never experienced before. It was insane. The amount of people that were there. Like we got there, we were stuck in Salvenia. We couldn't even actually get to like the Marquês. You could see the Marquês, like Marquês down all the way down, but there's at least over. It had to be over 300,000 people there. It was insane. And yeah, just
but you were by the spot the bus went by. So you got the
Yeah,
perfect
so-
thing. You sent me
yeah,
that
yeah.
video with right next to the bus and everything. It looked beautiful, man. I love that.
I couldn't believe it. Like
Sick.
where we were,
Cool, man.
we were like, we thought that they were already at the Marquês, but we saw like a whole bunch of like police cars, everything, and then we see the bus. We're like, holy shit, that's the bus. We run over to the other side of the road, and we got a perfect view. I was screaming my head off. I was like, Rui. and we made eye contact. I was like,
Oh, mate.
That's perfect.
I'm
Did
completely
you
like,
cream? Did you cream?
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
100%.
Second question: are you running off Ping DOS internet?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got
it's so bad.
he's got lodge with the Strazinch, man. Like he's got a little Chinese going, you want internet? I give.
For everyone else's
Indian.
pleasure,
I got the
here's a
internet from the
video of Jake creaming live. Here you go.
Vacaciones, minhas
Hey, I give you credit for tuning on. I love you. We'll talk next season.
Love that. By the way, I've been listening to that tune non-stop for the past, not non-stop, but like every day for the past like 2 weeks. And when I saw Jake's video, I was like, shit, they listen to the same music I do. Yeah.
Quick shout out to Nick. I'm just going through these comments because we started as always a few minutes late. Just a typical kind of performance we always do. Thank you so much, Nick.
I'm so
Os Campeões. I was singing all night. You guys too. Should he so always be Lucio Vieira? I absolutely love that.
Imagine him watching this at home. Fuck.
Oh man, it would suck. All right, we got one more guest coming in here. Boom, there he is. How's your hangover doing, buddy? You doing okay?
Vocês não vindos para a festa?
Oh, man. This guy's not chinese right now. Look at this. He's like half out of it.
Bro, have you been smoking? Your eyes are closed.
How are you, champions?
Oh, buddy, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
On top of the world right now.
I love it.
On top of the world. Hey. Hey.
So you know how tomorrow's the festival in the Campeao, right? Tomorrow's the festival in the Campeao. They're gonna all suit up.
Tomorrow or is it Tuesday?
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Cool.
So I messaged a little somebody special. I don't know if you can see.
Is that Joe? Is that Joe? Who's that? I can't.
Let me go there.
Yeah. Ping dos. Come on.
Ping dos. There's a thing. It's a player.
Octavio. Hey, did he reply? Oh, wait. Vindo para a festa amanhã, ainda chegas a tempo. hey, for Otávio. Hey, where is it, man? Where is it? Wipe it off.
I love it. Yo, Sadia did a beautiful thing.
He's my hero.
Oh, yeah.
After Ned. Ned was fucked, man. Ned was sick.
Oh my god.
He made the most.
The shot of
He's one of us. He's one of us.
Oh,
Jake,
that guy was on a tirade.
Yeah, man. Jake, man, I saw your footage and everything. Man, you look like you had a blast. Look at that, man. Shot of it, man.
That was crazy.
Jake, man, just sum it up in like one sentence. What was it like, man? Like, just tell us. I don't know if you probably already have. I don't know. I'm late, but
this is my first time. Not one sentence, in one word. No, forget that. In one, just facial expression. Give us your facial expression.
You can't get it because he's got Loja do Strazinch cam, mate. Like he's got about 3 frames, bro. Like,
yeah, he's living the dream. He's living the dream.
No. I, one word. Say it in one word, Jay. Come on.
Wait, hold on. I just cut off for 2 seconds.
In one, like, how would you express it as condensed as you can within a sentence? The feeling of last night.
One word. I think one word is good, man.
One word?
Yeah. I have a one word.
Super. That's what I said. No, one word. Seriously, euphoria. That's what it was for me, man. It was.
I love it. Yeah, for a while I was worried about Joe. He just like fell off the space of the earth, but then he popped back at the end of the night.
I was looking for him, Mario. I messaged you. I was like, you have his phone number, and
do you miss him?
It'd be the first. I was
kind of weird. He's kind of a tall guy, so it's kind of.
Yeah, here's just to give you guys reference. Here was Joe. Like Jake was on the other side. You got the Marquez is really big. When you have like 300,000+ people, it's kind of. This is where Joe is. Just loving it. Hey, I'll unmute you guys. There you go. I feel like I can hear you now. Unmute,
His view is better than mine.
Benfica campeão.
Man,
O Benfica campeão.
Hey, the thing is, you can't just listen to that and not join in. There's
Oh,
no,
man, it's
100%.
amazing. It's
There's
amazing.
so many videos I've been watching on Insta, and like I've seen hundreds of them now, and it's like, and you start watching it, and all of a sudden you go, hey, Benfica come,
I think Boris said he commented at the start because I was seeing the comments. He said it looked like the whole world was at the Marquês. It was so right, man. He's so right. Oh man! In fact, if you guys are watching, drop us a comment where you are in the world, and maybe in the same comment, let us know if you've been to the Marquês before. It'd be interesting to see. I'd really like to see that.
Yeah, this is why my man works for the Champions Journal. I mean, look,
he knows how to pull the people in.
That is not.
He's been
That is not the professionalism we get at BA90. That's something.
This is how we pass the baton to the next legacy of the BA90.
It's the BA90 plus. You got to subscribe to see more of this. You know what I mean?
So while you people submit your thoughts and videos and whatever, here's one from Sergio in Toronto. So Sergio was going to join us, but after he was missing for 24 hours straight, his wife, which is not a Portuguese senhora and not a Benfica, she's just a nice, lovely woman, has put him in Campeao for the day, so he can't join us. But I just want to give lots of love to Sergio because he was just all day posting stuff out of the Casa Toronto. Fab, in our WhatsApp group, you're sending some stuff from the London place. It looked amazing. The Casa in London looked wild.
Yeah, it was amazing. Go on, Luis.
Nah, just a quick one. Tiago's asking how he can send in a vid. I don't know if that's a possibility of him tweeting at you and maybe playing it later
now
on.
we actually made this legit. Eh? Okay, let's do it. Here's me talking about it. How do I do this? You
have him tweet
tweet at Benfica after 90. Yeah, at Benfica,
Benfica after 90. Yeah,
90.
Tweet your video. Make sure it's not a porn.
So if you DM it, I don't think I can download. Just tweet it, and I'll download it, and I'll pop it up. Send it out. I'll put it live on the show.
Tweet it and tag Benfica after 90.
Yeah, tag.
Português, yeah.
Actually, you know what? Tag.
Benfica after 90.
I'm not SOB. Tag myself also, because I go straight to my phone and then
he just wants to follow us, man. Oh, bitch.
You gotta get that counter. Man, it was wild. It was wild. Jake, because we were like jumping all over map. He said something very important though. The festa continues not only throughout today, but tomorrow it's at the City Hall, right? I'm pretty sure that's what I said before. Yeah, right. City Hall tomorrow, Jake? In Lisboa?
Sorry, I cut out again. Yeah, so City Hall tomorrow. I'm gonna try to. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you. We can just mess with you.
All right. Yeah. No,
but yeah, man, it was sick. I went so years back. I got to go many years back. It was an absolute blast.
I still didn't hear what the fuck he said. Like, did he like it? What did he say?
He like. Let's just say he liked it. Okay. I'm gonna say it's not.
Huh? Anal.
He likes that. Yes,
yes,
I
love that. Yeah.
Yes, anal. Yes.
Okay, I'm checking my Twitters.
Purposes. His name is Anal and left back. He's a new left back joining Benfica.
An alphabet, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's his full name. This is his full name. That's yeah.
But yeah, I went. It was really cool in terms of the that festival that they do. Like the festival continues during the daytime. It is a wild party. I absolutely loved it. It'll be daytime, so you and Joey can connect. Joey's still going to be around. You're obviously there for a couple more weeks, right?
I'm here till the 6th, so I got like another week or so.
You're there just the right amount of time.
You go another week, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all.
Yo, I'm trying to get tickets for the Taça for the final. I want to go watch it.
Taça Portugal. It should be okay. You should be able to get a ticket.
Who's playing?
Yeah,
I mean,
it'll be fun. It's a fun experience. I did it. The Taça Portugal is a very cool experience. Better with
I'm gonna have to go undercover, but
who's in the final?
Braga and I don't know, some other team.
So they're not as well known. In Porto, if you looked in Porto, you saw the Benfica celebrating last night. You saw a massive. But just for those people who don't know, Porto does have a team.
Yeah, they know, but I forgot the name. I don't know.
And it's not Boavista, it's the other one. So yeah, so Braga.
Oh, it's a smaller club that's there. Yeah,
At the Bayern. Yeah.
Exactly.
Why you want to watch that, man? That's fucking sad.
That'll be fun.
I want to go watch them lose. Honestly, that's it.
It'll be fun. You get to watch Porto lose. I would say Taça Portugal final is a great experience, man. I think it's a fun experience, man. It's so cool.
Have you ever been
to the Taça? No, I've never.
He just said it was. He just said, yeah, it's a great experience. Man, has never been.
I've been.
No.
Like
Mario's like, nah, Taça Portugal, man, it's a great experience. And Jake's like, yeah, great.
Yeah.
Nah. Right, to be fair,
hey, everyone's nursing a hangover. We all gotta struggle here.
I love it. I'm only kidding, man.
That's why I'm on water today, buddy.
On alcohol only. The Roger Smith. I know we're bouncing, but Roger Smith, that was fucking hilarious yesterday. There's a point when he gets on stage. You're not telling him before he did his speech. There's a point where he gets on stage and he has a massive bottle in his head, but he does a step forward, and then catches himself for a second and straightens the bottle and does a 2 foot. You know how sometimes you see one of these and and he paused for a second. Okay, I'm good, and then he took another step forward and kept going. Just need to get his bearings.
It's fun. It's so good to see this side of him because he's such a cool character. He's always calm, positive, remains focused, and then he just looked a little bit out of his comfort zone there. Like maybe it was the drink or just the masses of people in front of him. But it was so good to see. Yeah, unbelievable.
It's good to know that he has those two sides to him as well. He's not just this one person that's always.
That sucks. What's going on here, Tom? You think? There you go. Plus dessert. So we got. I was trying to see what was
going on. Quite quickly.
The whole conversation going on there. I missed it. The winner. I still think Neres is a winner.
Yeah, man.
I think Neres was just fried out of his mind.
Neres was just enjoying it, man. Neres was doing what I fucking know Neres can do, man. This is why I love the guy.
I've never seen him so happy before.
I've seen him not so happy. I've seen him celebrate for Ajax, and it is like that. He just gets with fans, he just smokes, whatever. Obviously, back then it's legal, so whatever. But with Benfica, it was, I don't know. I wouldn't say he's happier because I don't want to be that guy, but he's definitely just as happy at the very least. And it's just, I knew he was gonna get with it. Tweeting like Otavio and shit. I'm like, yo, that's so childish.
That guy was starting shit, and I love it. I'm here for all the debauchery of that nature. That's hilarious.
It's like Fabio said, like we have the idea of them being professional football players, but behind that, there's a person as well. And whether it's a bit of banter because they're both Brazilian, realistically, right? Whether it's a bit of banter or not, it doesn't matter. He did what most fans would do, but he's a professional football player. It's extra, man. It's just extra. I
kind of hope that Porto win the Taça now because I want to see this. I want to see the Super Taça. I want to see this beef carry on. I want to see Otavio never carry this on.
No, I'd love anything for Braga to win, and then Neres on social media to get back on him, going, "Shut up, man!" Just keep going.
With a Taça Portugal,
this one in the stadiums.
Something like that. When I was seeing that back and forth, I don't know. Did you guys feel like you were kind of rooting almost for Otavio to carry it on? It's almost like another little reason for Neres to stay, sort of thing.
Just to kind of get the little rivalry going. It's nice, man. I like it.
It's nice. I liked it too. Yeah, and a lot of I saw a lot of Portistas online saying, if it was us, you guys would be calling us porcos or this and that. But
they always do it. Here's the thing, though. They always do it. They're always talking. Their players always talking shit on social media after the game press conference. I got no issue. I think Porto's in trouble though, man. They lose Otavio, lose a couple of guys. They got really lucky to get where they were. I think it was a tough season.
No, it wasn't luck. It was referees. Like, nah.
But there's a limit to it. There's a limit to it. At this moment
in time, it's not luck, mate. Like, when you get this many penalties, and fuck that.
But I think it was a well-won season, a well-won fight. It was what a great time. What a great time.
We deserved it for sure, man. And if we had come second this year, it would have been a bottle job. That's the reality of it. It would have been a nightmare. Bottle job. So
for the
that
people
just
that
goes
may
to
not
show.
understand what bottle drop means, it means Arsenal. Carry on, Fabio.
Yeah. So it just goes to show how much we deserve this title and how much we deserve to be celebrating right now. Absolutely. No way. It wasn't a
Hey,
smash and
CJ, run
grab.
away. He's drinking Stella. I'm so sorry, Fabio. He's drinking Stella. Cynthia, run.
Let me just gotta take off the shirt now. Just get the.
Sorry, Fabio. Sorry, man. Sorry.
No. I was saying like
I saw the video of this. Sorry, Fabs. Go on. Sorry.
A equipa tá de parabéns. Well done to them. They deserved it. They were on top of the league throughout most of the season, if not all of it. And we shouldn't be so harsh on them sometimes because they got the job done. Whether it's by 10 points or by 1 point, what matters is we lifted a trophy, man. That's what that matters.
And you know what? We didn't lose first place the whole season. We were ahead by the fourth game. We were ahead.
Boa tarde, mãe.
There we go. But yeah, I saw from the Black Metal Bro, that video was wild. Luxembourg, they had that roundabout. It was all like clogged up, and that's it. They were loving it. Absolutely, just the festa was insane. That's the thing I like the most, man. They showed places in Angola, showed places in New Jersey, showing places all over Toronto, obviously, London, but there's other places all around the world just seeing Benfica celebrating, and then people having their own mini festas at home with their friends, family. The club is great, and then they go across the country and you see Porto, massive festas, Algarve, everywhere. Not to be disparaging, but my old man came by today and he's like, what a festa. I'm like, yeah, it was great. I was watching it all last night, this and that. And he's like, you remember how Sporting won? I'm like, yeah. They hadn't won 18 years, yet their party was way smaller than ours. Think about that. In the last 10 years, we've won 6. That's the reality of it, and our parties are still that much bigger, right? So it just goes to the scale of size is amazing. Truly the biggest club of Portugal. I think these players, it was good for them to see it. I think there was, because of this 4-year gap that we had, this was a very long gap, and these players, we had a lot of new guys, kids that were saying correctly in the interview, they've been there as a fan, to be there as a player special, so it's an amazing moment for them. But then all these like Neres, all these guys, the Bacalhau brothers, Auschwitz.
It's going to stay with them for the rest of their career,
Oh, man, Schmidt's seeing this. This is pretty crazy. Even, okay, so let's pick on one guy real quick. I'm going to bounce to Grimaldo. They gave him the penalty. They gave him one of the best sending offs I've seen a player get. I was actually really surprised how nice of a treatment he got. I think a guy like Grimaldo is going to be regretting every single cold night in Germany when he's in the middle of the table of the Bundesliga, playing, not really going for silverware, not feeling the same love. Even if they win like some kind of German cup of some kind, they'll have a little party with the sauerkraut and the Oktoberfest and Lederhosen, but it's not going to be the same.
He's going to miss the sunny days in Lisbon.
He's going to, and the thing is, that will, in a sense, that message will come back to various players.
Yeah. Just some breaking news. João Mario, it's really not important, but he retired from the national team.
Oh, did he? That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool guys, yeah.
Okay.
I got Thiago, I got video. Oh, I did all these videos. Oof. I got some work to do in the background. This shit's awesome.
Cool. I'd say on Grimaldo, I think it's very much like, hey, thanks for everything you've done, man. It's time we go, to be honest. So, all good, bro. Go and do your thing at Bayer Leverkusen. Sorry. And fight for Europa, I guess. Maybe the Champions League.
Not even Europa. They're in the
I'm just saying, like, that's what they're fighting for. Not they'll get it. I'm just saying, like, I think most you're gonna get with Bayer Leverkusen is you're gonna fight for Europa League, right? And if you get it, that's great. That's probably one of the many objectives. Hey, if he's there for like 2, 3, 4 years, maybe you get one season where you fight for a Champions League spot and you might get it. But that's realistically it. Like, for you to win the Bundesliga, you'll take. Let's put this as Xabi Alonso is now building a team. It's going to take him at least 4 or 5 years to be able to even compete with Bayern. By then, by that time, Grimaldo's probably left. So if they ever compete for the title, Grimaldo's already gone. Like, but
I don't see him being there for more than 2 years. I can see him being there for like a year or two.
I don't see them competing for the title in 2 or even 3 years. Maybe on the 4th year, if by you know. So I don't think he's ever going to fight for the Bundesliga title. But hey, it's entirely up to him, mate. He's gone. I'm I'd be pissed off if he learns German. All right, I'd be like, all right, cool. So you can learn Portuguese, but learn German. But then again, I don't care that much because I think he's a decent player, great player. But there's better left backs out there. Not like him. I'm not saying like him. I'm pretty sure there's going to be times where we're going to look, Grimaldo would have done better than that. Grimaldo would have done this. That's fine. That's completely fine. But as a left back, I don't think he's all that. As a left wing back and like supporting the left wing, great. But as a left back in the Champions League, you see it. He gets beat all the time when he plays against Porto. He gets beat all the time. He gave a goal away against Porto, if not two. In the big games, he gives goals away. Simple, because he makes the wrong decisions as a defender. So am I sad to see him go? No, not really, man, because he's not, he's first of all, he's Spanish, not Portuguese. Didn't go to Benfica. I'm guessing he's a Benfiquista now. But, I'm not sad to see him go. If he was 21, maybe.
No, it's tail end of his career. It is what it is for me. Yeah. And also at the same time, I do believe having players from different nationalities, if they leave the right way, and I'm not saying he left the right way. I'm just saying we gave him the best possible send-off ever. If any Spaniard that meets Grimaldo, any player at Bayern Leverkusen or in Germany or in the Bundesliga or anywhere else he goes in his life, ask him, hey, what do you think about it? I got a potential offer from Benfica. Should I go? He's probably going to be like, go.
Yeah, in the season.
And it's good to have ambassadors out there, in my opinion. And it's nice, man. And one of the coolest things the company now that us winning, you start seeing all these various players, Weigl, different guys out there on social media, tweeting, Instagram, making comments. It's just really cool to see all the various players. And I think that's what makes the club great. And they kind of, you got Samaris, Andreas saying next we hope to win number 39. That's his kid.
I'm not so harsh on Grimaldo as Luis is, and we've discussed it already, me and Luis, shortly. I think for me, I'm really satisfied with Grimaldo's 7 or 8 years he's been at Benfica. He's won everything he's had to win. I'm really grateful for his service at the club, and it's his time to go. Like Luis said, it's his time to go. He's not going to win silverware. I think he's going to help out a mate, Alonso, and to get a few more notes in his pocket. And fair play to him. Thank you for everything you've done. You've won what you've had to win with us, and good luck, man. That's my view on it. And like I told Luis yesterday, I think we're more harsh on Grimaldo than we are on other players that have left in much less time, that have won much less things and given much less to the club. I know the whole saga with the signing last week wasn't the greatest situation, but he wore the badge. He wore the badge. He wore the badge and he lifted the trophies, and I thank him for that. That's my take on it.
Yeah, my take, I mean, personally, I had a feeling he was doing this for more so an international look. He never gets called up. I personally think he's probably one of the better left backs in Spain. I don't know if it's because of his defensive capabilities that is what limits him from getting called up, but I think he's trying to look to go play at a bigger league to kind of try to earn that call up, and maybe that Spanish connection with Xabi Alonso. Even though I'm sure Xabi Alonso and whoever's, I don't even who's their manager? Isn't it is it still Valverde or whoever, the Barcelona coach? I don't know if he's still. I don't even know who their international coach is. Yeah, exactly.
Last time I heard of them, they were losing 3-0 to us.
Yeah, but whatever. Anyway.
That's a really good point, Jake. That's a really good point. His international rep is probably what he's targeting as well. And why aren't we getting him across the line in the national team?
It's not
why would Leverkusen get him across the line and not us? What do you guys think about that?
He can't defend.
Go ahead.
He won't defend. The way that Spain play, they don't need the left wing the left back to make wing runs. In fact, they want him to come more in the middle and control that little space in the middle to pass the ball. Grimaldo is not that sort of player. Grimaldo is an explosive left wing back that you do a quick 1-2, explodes on the left wing. That's fine. Italy might, for example, love him. Italy would love him. For example, Grimaldo versus Spinazzola. You know what I mean? Spain's always been injured. You know, if he was Italian, he'd be there straight up. Especially because Italy's weaker as well. They don't qualify.
You need some type of defensive worker to fit into Italy's
they
system.
need somebody that sits not sits. That's not the word, but like that just doesn't commit so much. And he commits too much because that's his nature. That's what he's been playing for years. Now in Leverkusen, if they don't play like that, he can maybe adapt. But that's not how we play.
I get what you guys are saying, and I agree as well. But I think there are there's a 20-something plus man squad, and there are certain players you bring for certain situations. This guy's quite adaptive in certain situations. He can take free kicks, he can whip in crosses, he can take corners. He'd be a handy person to have, even if it's on the bench or even not even on the bench, but on the reserve or whatever. He's still not getting called up. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why he's not getting called up.
Stumped. It is what it is.
Is there an abundance? Is there an abundance in left backs, Spanish left backs at the moment?
No, there's not.
But they're younger. But they're all younger. So if you're gonna bring options, you're gonna bring options there a few years younger. So then if they become an option today, they're an option tomorrow. I think. I mean, that's the way I think. You know,
they're not like Portugal, which will bring. Spain doesn't do what Portugal does, which is give nationalization to the Lietzen so he can play a couple games before a tournament.
No, but like,
that's why he got straws at some like random old guy. Yeah, I just want to quickly. I'm going to throw.
Let me just quickly say something because I know you just said on Grimaldo. Just to give you an example, Fabio, Mario Rui. Grimaldo is exactly like Mario Rui. Those sort of players that if you put Mario Rui as a left back to defend, you're like, we got better players for that. There's no need. But if you put Mario Rui as a left wing back to support Leão or whatever, I just said Leão, but like anyone, he's fast and he's explosive. Has he been called up? No, but he's been always, because we just have better players that can also do that to an extent.
I'll take that on board. I've always seen it as it's an us thing. It's a Benfica thing. The reason why he's not being called up. Maybe I've been seeing it wrong.
If Spain ever played 3-5-2 or 3-4-3,
100%.
Grimaldo would have been there.
100%.
Grimaldo would start to some games. I'm not even joking. Grimaldo would start some games over players like you mentioned it, Jordi Alba, whatever. Like no chance. But like I said, Jordi Alba, old as fuck, I don't even know if he plays anymore. But like for Spain, like
I think he's leaving Barca this season.
Huh?
I think he's leaving Barca.
Yeah, no, I mean like for Spain, I don't know if he starts anymore. I know he's there, but again, he's not going to stand a counter attack and he's going to run, but he's going to keep the ball. You're going to keep the ball and play, and that's the way that the boring Spain play, and that's it.
All right, enough of the Spaniards. Thiago sent in a video. He sent like 4 videos that he tweeted us on, so I retweeted on my account. Here's one of them right here.
Where is this?
Yeah, so this is in London, right?
Yeah, there's a double decker. The English are losing their minds. I love it. Look at this shit. Amazing. I love it. There's a part where the car comes through though. I must have posted the wrong video. There's a car. Maybe I did the wrong one. There's one where this car comes through. I think I loaded up the wrong one. He had like 4 videos. I'm sorry, I did the wrong video. But there's like 4 videos on my account, his account. Find him. He's actually, I'll give him his hand right now. Thiago P 1904. Find him. He's got some pretty sick ass videos on there.
That's actually like 10 minutes down the road from where I am right now, because of Benfica, London.
Nice. So
yeah, Thiago, are you from the local area? Let us know in the comments because I'd like to.
Well, he drove through with the car, so he's probably local enough. Yeah. That's my guessing. The one thing so I don't know if you guys saw Roger Smith's son. You guys saw this clip yet or no?
Yeah.
I absolutely love this clip. And most people probably have seen it.
Old.
And he just goes on, but the biggest thing about that he goes on about is how his dad, before he leaves Benfica, wants to show Benfica. By the time he leaves Benfica, we got 4 stars. You know what I mean? 4 stars on this side here. There you go.
4 stars, and we're gonna have number 3 right here.
So that is a great goal. I always go, Room 36, then after you get to 36, Room 37, after 37, Room 38. Now it's like, not that we're skipping 39, but it's like we're like literally 2 titles away from the 4. And that's the promise he just made his son. His son put him on the hook. But it was such a great little bit. And I was like, this is sick, man. We're on the verge. That is very true. We're on the verge of getting it. And it's now become the big goal.
Fuck it, I'm about to tweet. I'm about to put on Insta. Rumo 40. I don't care.
Yeah, that's it.
I love that.
That is 39. We're not going 40.
The quicker we get to 40, the quicker Schmidt leaves, though. That's
no, but like I'm just saying, like it probably.
Yeah, but I don't want to just wait 10 years and keep Schmidt for 10 years. Like, fuck.
Yeah,
like,
come on.
Just want to win.
Get her done, man. Bang out all 3. Bam. No, but like the thing. No. He said Schmidt will be leaving when we have 4 stars. So when we have basically 49 stars is when Schmidt's going to retire.
Yep.
Okay, he's got a while to go. Right? He's got a good 10 more years of winning consistently. I love it.
Okay, let's go.
Oh
man.
No,
somebody's definitely gonna slide up on your story and correct you. It's actually 39.
Oh yeah. And I'll say like, oh man.
They've only done 38.
He's gonna start doing the math. So on this year, you won this one and then that one. Oh man.
And all you gotta respond back with is just count again. Just fuck with them.
Shut up, baby.
It's some like random Keisha try correct you, like shut up, man.
Fuck it. Oh wait, I'll. Oh man.
What do you guys think about the game though? I'm from Pimlico down the road. Okay, yeah, not too far from you. I'm in Clapham, buddy.
What sort of name is that?
I was shitting myself
Pimlico.
until the
Is
first
that
one.
actual
And then I was
place?
like, all right, we're good.
Yeah, Pimlico, yeah.
Now it's
just
over.
across
I know what you're
the
saying.
river.
Yeah. Now we got like the
What?
UK geomaps
Pimlico.
going on.
Pimlico, yeah. Pimlico.
Where you from?
They're famous.
She's down from Pimlico, isn't it?
They're famous for plumbing. Pimlico plumbers, actually. So that's a fun fact.
The most random fact ever. I love it. The Benfica celebration. Brought to you by Pimlico Plumbers.
I can't wait to meet a plumber guy. Are you from Pimlico? And they were like, no. I'm like, oh, sorry. They just.
I just hear they got like the finest plumbers in Pimlico. Did you train there? You apprenticed there, right? It's like, no, not really. Are you sure you qualify for the job? Like,
yo, Thiago wanted to show the one that he tweeted you directly.
oh, sorry. Let me go back.
can
Notifications.
do
Notifications.
So
Oh, here's another one. Here's another one.
you
I got
it?
2 more. Oh, here's the car one. There's the car one. There it is. I saw the car one. I saved the wrong video. Again, I'll share that one. I promise. Here.
So quickly, whilst you're sharing and all that, obviously, Jake, you went to the Marquês Pombal. What did you do, Fabio? What did you do? How'd you celebrate?
Mate, I was just at home with a fam, celebrating at home. Yeah, man.
Same.
I was gonna go down to where Thiago went,
Pimlico,
but then I just got to Pimlico. Yeah, but then not to Pimlico. He went to Casa de Benfica, London. I was gonna go down there, but then I got too much drink in my system, and I thought, I'm just gonna pass out on the couch. So yeah, that's what I've done.
Fair enough. I know what Mari did last summer, so I won't ask. Sorry, yesterday.
Yeah, no, I was, after the 36 minute, I figured, this in the bag, turned off TV and went and watched the movie in the cinema.
Hey, it sounds like a plan.
Wait, seriously?
No.
Oh.
All right, here's the video.
He's in the group, that's why he would.
Jake, okay, after this, you send me your digits. I'm gonna put you in the group. You gotta be in the group, all right? Well, I gotta. That'd be hilarious. Oh man, you got all the news. This is the one he said. I saw this. He sent like a bunch of videos, and I tried downloading them. And there it is. That's the right one. What a blast! He's got a couple videos there. He's got a couple.
In a Yaris? Is the one in the Yaris, right?
So, yeah, the Beamer.
No, what a weak excuse to flash your Beamer, bro. Like, honestly.
I love it. You
Show
got
the
to,
one
you
with
got
the car. Show the one with the...
the one at the car. You got the nice car. It should have been like the Ford Pinto from back in the day. My God, but it was fun, man. It was a fun trip.
Anyway, man.
Okay, so we're about to talk about the game, but before the game, because Favs alluded to this about bottling. So all Benfica needs is a draw or a win. There's no chance El Porto's going to come back and get in the goal differential. It's Santa Clara. They're relegation bound. But you got butterflies, man. You got butterflies in your stomach. You're a little bit nervous. And then I'm like, you know what? I wake up. I barely sleep. I wake up stupidly early. I'm like pacing around. I go to the bakery, get some bread, come home, whatever. I'm like, man, I got to distract myself. 9:30 my time rolls around. There's Dortmund kicking around. All they need to do is win their game, a weaker side in the Bundesliga. Dortmund's at home. You see their fans. They're ready to celebrate the title. And absolutely, they go down. Then Dortmund get a PK. Then they miss a PK. Then they go down 2-0. And then a Kabul. And Bayern Munich wins the championship. And you're like sitting here and you're like, caralho. There's the suicide hotline in Germany went off the hook. Like that shit was like ringing off the hook. Just people reporting it, not even like saying I'm gonna do it. It's done. It's just FYI, this happened. My God,
By the way,
Hey, you might want to call the police or something, not suicide.
Yeah, whatever, man. That shit.
Yeah.
That
Like,
was
too late now, bro.
my heart
like-
rate. We're in this chat. My heart rate's starting like I don't give a shit about the Bundesliga. I don't watch the Bundesliga. I've never in my entire life had my heart rate get so high over the Bundesliga match. And I'm like, oh my God, what's going on here? And I'm like, we got this. I'm getting all nervous. And I'm like, they're all saying, fuck, of course we're gonna win. But then you start getting with the referee. All it takes is one bad call, one bad thing, one red card. And I got a Canadian buddy. He follows United. He's a very good friend of mine.
Ooh.
And I'm chatting with him a tiny bit. What he says to me? He's like, hey Mar, don't worry. It happens. Once a Blue Moon team bottles the league. Never in history have two teams in the top leagues bottle the league in the same day. Like this never happened. So you're good. Yeah. Dortmund did it for you. So I felt a little bit better when Jeff told me that, but a buddy of mine.
You've got to feel for Royce as well. He's been there for so long. And
yeah,
he was this
close.
God,
what a nightmare.
Oh, Royce, baby, Jesus.
I have a close friend of mine who's a lifelong Dortmund fan, and he described it as even worse than when they lost the Champions League final. So, and I'm not sure why, but that's how he described it. So
it's because it just happened. I think it's because it just happened.
Yeah, maybe it's fresh. Yeah, so
I place it second to that. Still up there though. Still up there. If you didn't off yourself that night.
It was so close to beating the big bullies of the league. So we always root for the underdog, and it's just sad. But hey, maybe next year. At least
it's tough. It's hard, and it's like it's scary. And so you go into this match, you're a bit nervous. And it's kind of antsy, and you're sitting there like, okay, I love Benfica. It's against the Clara. This is a no-brainer. And thank God, Rams, 7 minutes in. Oh, how did you guys feel like? How'd you feel? That first goal goes in. That's it. We're being champions. Were you guys at that point fully sold?
I was. First goal went in. I was like, it should be easy cruise. I was still like until the second goal went in. Obviously, you're still like sitting up. You're watching the game. Once the second goal goes in, it's like okay. Yeah, I think we can go on cruise control now.
I wouldn't say I felt like we did it, but it was that relief. It was I started crying. We scored 3 goals, and it was the only goal that brought tears to my eyes because it was that like, okay, we got this. We settle, we score again. I think the second goal is more the confirmation, but the first one is the more important because that's what gets it, man. Like, and it's especially so early as well. That just goes, look. Worst case scenario, we draw this. And that's like the worst case scenario. And then the second one goes in, and you think, okay, cool, right?
Zacharias bought the channel. Congratulations, you're proud of him.
Hey,
I'm going to give you the password credentials. You're now the official owner.
It's been good, guys. So yeah, I'll see you guys somewhere else.
Thanks for the beer, buddy.
Sorry, Luis. That's probably the first move he's going to do. He's going to just get on, terminate you. First thing he
That's
does.
fine.
He just
He just
Fine.
paid paid for my transfer over to the BA90 group chat. So thank you.
guys. Yeah, the guy. Yeah, actually he did. Yeah, he's in. That's how actually no, the mission of this summer, I'm gonna blow up that group. We're gonna add a bunch of people to it. Is that okay, guys? Fabs, Luis, do you approve?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
Just,
approve?
yeah.
Okay.
Just don't
Mello,
do what
he
these
does
guys
the-
have done with a different group. They added a lot of people, and then all these people are selling tickets, right? But they also this happened this weekend, right? So they added like 50 other people. They just went, all right, fuck it, and they added all these people that these people know this. Anyway, he's just kicked almost 60 people out of the group because they all came in and started selling tickets like 100 euros and stuff, and then like started fights. Yeah, he's scum. He's scum. It's a scam. It's a scam. And then it's like, no, I'm not. This, man, honestly, the group was piping like up every other
That's
minute.
embarrassing,
like,
man.
I was just
That's
being
childish.
scammed and stuff. And I said, guys, what whose idea was to add like it's like 48 people. Like, do you know what I mean, like just like that.
Yeah.
I was like, guys, like, oh,
you gotta slowly bring him in, man.
Like,
You can't
bro,
just like
you do that.
bam.
No, they did that 3 days before the Santa Clara game. You might wait for the thing to finish and then add them, not before. Oh man, honestly. So,
Yo, did you see what Zach just said, Mar?
That was fun. Say it again.
Did you see what Zach just said?
He wants. He's got my number. She does have the number. She does have the number. He's a moderator for Adrian's thing. They talk. I go. I got.
It's okay, Marius. Okay, you don't have to explain, bro.
Okay, that's it. He's out. That's it. I don't control the entire game. Something like that. You know what? The only thing I would say was at the end, like the last 50. I understand why Benfica did it, but part of me is like, we're up 3-0. We've won the game. Fuck it. Just keep going. I kind of didn't like that Schmidt was like, "Oh, relax, just pass the ball back and forth." That kind of was like, that was the only thing I didn't like. But I also got it. The game's over. So the Cloud were getting feisty at the end for no reason. They're relegated. The game's done.
Also, I do feel it comes to that time where the players. There's 5 minutes left. They get for the stadium. They just switched. They're switched on the celebrations and switched off the game almost because they're like, oh, just get it done with. We've done it.
Whistle, game's over.
And then there was a couple of plays where you think like, why is everyone standing still? Like, I'm like, yeah, well, I you know, the benefit of the doubt. Like, I think they were just like, come on, just end the game. I want to go to my kids.
Yeah, like there was a good like 10-15 minutes. The stadium kind of went quiet. Like people just started like because people were just waiting for the game to finish. You know,
Yeah.
Everyone was jumping around and then like for like a 10-15 minutes.
That's the thing. It kind of lost some momentum. Like, well, it felt like Benfica's not going to go for another goal. We're not going to really go for it, and it kind of was a little bit. It is what it is. It's just,
Boris mentioned they had way too much possession. They also had more shots on target than us. I saw, and I felt like we were in control the whole game. I don't know where that came from.
No, I didn't think we dominated well, man. I think we had it.
Hey, Odi had a great game though.
He had a really sick ass pass. It's not pass save, where
the double save.
Yeah, double save, and like typical Odi thing, rebounds it, but he like flicked with his foot. That was a nice save.
No, he had some good saves, man.
But that's his game, you know. If he's not good at that, then you know, what else?
Yeah.
You know, come on.
But it was
coming out the box. I think Suarez can be great for a great presence that we can like have in the box. You know, because I feel like we don't have that coming like as a keeper. A keeper stuck on the line the whole time. So I don't know what the situation is going to be for next season with our keepers. You know, if I get called up, you know, but you know, whatever.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's call. Give a call to Jake. Jake up there.
I'm gonna be a
kid.
football agent soon. I'm gonna get Jake. I'm gonna get Ethan. Place them, and boom, there you go. That's me done.
But no, I thinking about next season. Not going too far ahead, but the new kid Samu, if he gets I think the cup games, Taça Portugal, Taça Liga. Give him that next year.
Yeah.
He's young. He's still young. I don't want them to do what they did. It's his Vilar, which all of a sudden they hooked him into the Champions League and he got like fascinated.
Walks into the goal with the ball. Excuse me, sir. You're not allowed. This is the goal. Like, are you all right, mate? Like, what's happened to you? You forgot?
But it was a good time, man. It was a good game. I'm in the same mindset. Once that first goal was there, you felt way more relaxed. I'm gonna say, Luis, a little emotional on the first goal. It was really, to me, the beginning. The Inu, Just because me and you were just there. Me and you were just at the luge. I haven't been in near years. I'll fess up. I had some tears.
It rhymes. Nice.
Yeah, there we go. Exactly. And I don't know, man. It hits hard seeing the kids. The kids are watching it a little bit, at least the beginning part. My parents, and just they're showing the fans, the amount of people that are like tears in their eyes, just loving it, just feeling the emotion. It's about to happen.
Yeah.
It's like it's this collective global relief. Like I'm looking online, I'm seeing guys from New York to California, all over BC to Montreal, all over Europe. I got relatives in Angola. I'm getting messages everywhere, man. I know there's guys out in Australia, guys everywhere, man. It just fucking guys in Middle East. There's an Arab guy.
I mean, in Australia, they already knew we were champions like 12 hours before the game even kicked off. So.
The team just told us, man.
Exactly. No, but this it's crazy, man. I got this Arabic guy that speaks Arabic, and he fucking like followed me on Twitter. He's going bananas all in Arabic, and you click the cool thing with Twitter. You click translate, you can see what he's saying, but it's like you're just seeing beefy quiches globally losing their fucking mind. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Mario,
that's interesting, actually.
Mohammed texted me like 15 minutes after the game ended, saying, "Oh, Portuguese channels are good now, by the way." I'm like, "Ha."
Thanks.
They're fucking great timing. Great timing. I ended up watching it actually. I watched it a bit of the BTV for the first half, and then I switched it to because my dad's box. And then being one of the English broadcasts, I was like streaming it a bit better, so I ended up watching it on that one for like a chunk of the second half. But it was okay. I missed a little bit of the in it, but it was fun.
I watched it on Portugal. It's quite cool.
Portugal, there you go.
I was surprised they were showing our game, but they said that they wanted to see a football game at least once this season, so they thought we'll watch Benfica instead. It was kind of cool, They paid me to watch it as well. No subscription either. They paid me $2.99.
I will say, okay. So one thing I want to touch on. I'm curious. Once we get a chance to get Joe on the show, we'll get Joe eventually in the next week or so. He's still in Portugal. He's still fighting this hangover. He's probably fighting. The guy got hit in the chair last weekend, like point.
Got hit in the head. Got hit in the chair.
Sorry, got hit in the head. The guy got like
I got hit with a tosha yesterday.
You got what?
Tosha.
I got hit with a tosha. I think. Well, so they threw one on the floor, and I was like, and there's ones that explode, and there's some that just flash.
Yeah.
So that shit started flashing. I'm like, oh, it's not gonna explode. My cousin was like, oh fuck. He's like, turn around, bro. I turn around, that shit explodes and it hits me in the back of the head. I was like on my ass for a couple minutes. I was like, oh, and it was like literally 5 minutes. We were like 5 minutes into the Marquez. I'm like, oh my god, it's a good way to start the night.
Imagine this guy picks it up and starts going, ah, fucking hell.
Jake, man, be careful, man. Your hands are priceless, man.
I know. I do this.
You got some little kid next to Jake holding his finger. Oh man.
It was that.
Hey, at least he's rocking out. If you lose that finger, at least you're rocking out. You know what I mean? Like.
Stop playing Queen, and he's like, ah!
He's like, call me. No, literally, call me an ambulance. I lost my fingers.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. But the one thing that I found, and I noticed this when I was there for the Tetra game, and then I noticed this, Luis, because Luis, you were there for the last win, and then Jake was there for this one, right? I have noticed these things are progressively taking longer and longer. So when I was at the Tetra, Benfica won. You're like, okay, you wait 30, 45 minutes, and the cup comes out, and you have the celebration. The Luigi's match, I think it was about over an hour. Yesterday, I think it was like about 2 hours before the cup came out.
It was mad,
my only critique, I love the Festa. I love it all. I love the 24-hour Festa. Never change that. I do personally feel like, because what they're doing, and I saw afterwards on social media, you saw it, what they did is they went inside, they had some drinks, then they took all the players to the marketing department and got the photographers out, and they started doing promotional videos and kit photos, and they got the new kit, and each player had a new kit. Now you take a photo with this Campeao thing, now you take a photo with this one, and they basically did like a hour and a half kind of marketing session. Do that afterwards. Personally for me, you win, Go to the locker room, do what you got to do. They put the friggin' initials on the cup. They bring the cup out, set at the stand. Within less than an hour, you should be lifting that. You should lift that title pretty damn quick after you win the damn match and celebrate. And just friggin' do the marketing afterwards, man. I don't think they need to do all that marketing jazz. That's my only, like, jab at it, just because I kind of feel bad, man. I tell you, I'm watching people in the stands, and they're loving it. I was howling. At one point, it's like 40 minutes. You know, it's like 15 minutes in, and they say 30 more minutes on the screen, and then it was like over an hour later when they came out. Man, that was just whatever. Everyone's all like hyped up. Everyone's loving it, but that's one thing I've noticed progressively over the third championship in a row where they're just elongating this part of it.
It's interesting you say that because Gonçalo Guedes on the bus, he said progressively, he's won it 4 times, I believe. Yeah. He says progressively over the last 4 times he's won, it's the party's getting bigger and bigger and more people.
Who said this? Sorry.
Yeah, on the bus. I saw the interview. Yeah.
Who?
So I thought that's what you were gonna say.
Guedes.
Oh, Guedes. Sorry.
Yeah. He's saying every year he's won it. The people and the size of the event really has progressively gotten bigger and bigger as well. So I thought maybe logistically the delay as well could be, I don't know, security.
Because the singers, the stage, like they get a lot of that stuff set up. It is an apparatus, and everyone knows it with social media nowadays. Like, it isn't like it was 10 years ago. Nowadays with social media, it existed back then, but not at this rate. Everyone is in sync on exactly what's happening, where the bus is, the progress of it. It's chaos. I got something. Let's start here. Oh yeah, there you go. This start. You got like a permanent thing now in my internal box saying start. Look at that. That's awesome.
Luis, you're all right. You good?
Sorry.
You good?
The MDMA. The things are kicking in. It's like so soft.
Bro, honestly, I was like,
so soft.
I don't know how I started doing this. I just
also he's gonna grab Tino, and he's gonna turn Tino. Tino's gonna smile at him, and he's gonna be like, yeah.
Hey, what was the score yesterday?
Just constantly has a score.
That's a different type of shocker, Jake, when your fingers blow off like that. It's not the one that the ladies are used to. But anyway,
I was like, no, it's not gonna explode. And he grabbed me, and like when I turn around, it hits me like in the ear. That shit hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Gilberto, that was funny. Gilberto with the glasses, and then Gonzalo Ramos had the glasses. And at one point, someone like went into like, "Oh, what's this thing with the glasses?" He's like, "No, this is all Gilberto." Gilberto came out all these shades and started giving it to the players. He was like, ready to rock. He was loving it. And it was funny. And then I saw like all these people are talking smack and this and that. Like, oh, the glasses, and I don't know. They just kind of try and make it.
Aren't those the glasses that Otavio wore when they won the Campeonato?
Yeah.
I think that's why they wore it.
Wait, what? I didn't know about this.
You didn't know that? When Porto
they're saying it's very similar glasses.
Yeah.
Different shade of color, I think. That's it.
But they're like, these guys are.
Guys, I'm running dry, so I'm just gonna top up. I'll be a minute.
Yeah, grab me one, please.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Real quick, what I'm gonna say though, because then they started saying, "Oh, we invented the glasses, looking cool with glasses." There's only one guy that made glasses look good. It was that man. That man started the trend in Portugal several years back. That was a lot.
That's crazy.
First flag.
Yeah, he said goodbye to Seleção. Yeah, I think a lot of people are done, man.
Good.
I think they go to the same last one, man. It's the same as the fucking guy. You go to the beach in Lisboa or Algarve, you got those guys walking around the beach selling glasses. That's all it is. Otavio, Gilberto, they don't want to spend big bucks. They just fucking get those glasses off those guys.
There you go. Don't people wear glasses to cover up podre?
This is a tough one. So when Faz get back, I'm going to throw it up so he can see it. So he's coming back now. This is a good question here. And we'll probably have another show, talk more about seasons, like MVP of the season, favorite moments, all that other stuff. But this is biggest disappointment of the season. I think the Inter one of that list is the one for me. Just
could you even take it back to the Porto game? Because I think that's what started it.
Yeah. But that was yeah. Porto, Enzo, Inter. Like, what would you say? Like your biggest was it Porto? You think, or would it have been Enzo? Like Enzo, kind of to a sense, if Enzo hadn't left and he was happy to stay, maybe that would have changed that Inter and Porto outcome, right?
Mm-hmm.
As much as I hate to say it, I don't like what happened. What I do
One
is go ahead.
One of the vice-presidents was interviewed during the whole ceremony yesterday, and he said what Jake just said as well. He said Inter, we were quite unfortunate getting Inter immediately after the Porto game, and that was when we had the bad spell and everything, just like Jake mentioned. Right. So I think, Inter for sure just sort of set up a series of bad events. So that's got to be the one for me, without a doubt. But let's talk about more positive stuff, man. But go ahead.
Yeah, positive stuff away. No, the one thing I'll just the tailgate on that negative thing was Enzo. I hope they make Enzo come to the luge to get his medal. I hope they don't mail him the medal. I hope they call him and say, hey, we got a medal here for you. But unfortunately, we can only give the medal to the guy who's actually won it. So you need to personally come to the luge and collect it. I want that clip. I want that clip to happen because I don't want them mailing it and him posting something on Instagram saying thank you for the medal. I want him to crawl back, come back to luge, say thank you guys. Good luck in Champions League. I hope one day I also get to play in Europe again. And just the awkward goodbye.
Or they could be like, listen, we can ship it to you. Shipping and handling, it costs
They do the free DSL, DHL, whatever that stupid company is, DHL. Free shipping, and then the duties is like 85 pounds. Actually, make the slap on like a $10 million fucking pickup fee. Just make him pay.
Okay, now, man.
Yeah, he was one of the. Actually, it was this funny. He was one of the first to tag Benfica on a post saying, "Come here, we're champions, Campeao." He was out of the gun, beating Bernardo Silva, beating everyone.
Yeah, because he was at home. The poor guy has nothing to do. Like he's there, like I'm not playing for anything. I'm barely living, really. Oh, Benfica's on. That's a great day. And then he's like, I get to watch Benfica, like fucking.
No, but you know what? This is again going back to partly the Grimaldo, partly this. There's a little certain, you don't want to be Enzo. You don't want to be that guy. Next time someone's like, listen, finish up the season, enjoy the festa, you'll regret it. Enjoy the rounds, you'll do fine in your career, and wish you all the lucks. Zach's got a good question, which was fascinating. Also, the fans chanting to Odie.
Don't make me speak about that because everyone knows my opinion on Otamendi. I'm not his biggest fan, so I'll let you guys say that.
I kind of agree with you, Fabio. I mean, listen, he's done. Really? I feel like he's done what he has to do. Yeah. I feel like we can get a better center back for next season. A player with more experience. Obviously, you don't want to get have two young center backs. But I feel like listen, I think he's done what he's had to do for us. He's been with us for 3 seasons. I wouldn't, I don't think a move to Argentina wouldn't be a bad one for him, to be honest. Listen, if he stays, he stays. If he stays, he's playing next season. Obviously, he's probably gonna, unless God forbid, he gets injured. But if he does stay, then our back line is pretty much staying the same. But I would have liked to see about another player in there, like Verissimo, which it's a little bit harder because Verissimo doesn't play on that left side as much. He's more of a right side center back as well as Antonio. But yeah, I would love to see those two play together at one point. But
I don't mind him going. I just think like if he does go, we have to sell him for a decent amount of money to make a statement. Because I think if your team, the team that you've captained that entire year, wins the league, and then we sell it for like I don't know $2 million.
I don't think we can sell him. No. I think
what would be a decent amount of money?
No, I thought his contract's up.
His contract is up. Okay, in that case, then that's fine. Like he can go.
I think that's my understanding, right? Otamendi's contract.
I think he had 1 more year. Sorry, my bad.
I could be wrong. Let me look it up.
No. I'm guessing if it's 4 years and he's been with us for 3 years, I'm guessing now it's his here of like he can move now.
Let's see.
I'm guessing if the fans are saying Fika is because his contract is up for renewal or something.
What's your thoughts, Zach? You asked the question. What do you think?
Ooh, tossing it back on Zachariah. I think
I asked this because I feel like Jake obviously just proved that my theory wrong, but I feel like sometimes I'm on a lonely boat with Otamendi, and I feel sometimes like there's something wrong with me. Why am I an only guy that's shitting on this guy? I'm not wanting him here, but yeah,
It's not that we're.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mark.
No, I was gonna kind of just quickly say I don't think we're the. I don't think you're the only one that feels that way. I think there's a lot of people that kind of feel like, thank you. We need something else.
Yeah, my issue is okay, cool. You need something else. I know he got a preseason and stuff like that, but like I think
he signed a 3-year contract.
You need to
he signed a 3-year.
We got to put there, like, because you got to think about the money we can spend. Realistically, who will come? And you got Antonio. Is Morato the man for the job? Is Verissimo the man for the job? Like,
Morato's not a center back for Benfica. That I'll stand by. I'll shit on Morato. I never liked him.
So if we don't renew Otamendi, we got to sign someone on the market. Is the idea? I love Verissimo. I love Verissimo. I think Antonio Silva. I think we got the guys we might need. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you know what I fear about Antonio Silva? I love him. Remember Ruben Diaz? He showed up, killed it, had an amazing first season. Next year, he was garbage. Ruben Diaz sucked. He was a shitty center back. It was Ferro. He was the king.
Yeah.
And then wasn't his first season was the year that we lost to Porto in the lose, right?
I can't remember.
It was his first season was 2018. The following season we win the Reconquista. Yeah. And then the 2020
but I think the season we won, it was Ferro was the better center back. Because that was his first season. And Ruben Diaz, Ferro's better than Ruben Diaz because Ruben Diaz fallen. Then it flipped. Ruben Diaz was good again, and Ferro was garbage. And Ferro never recovered.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the story of young center backs is hot this year, could be cold next year, it could be hot again, or it could be permanently cold or permanently hot. You just never know when it's going to happen. And I do think, having experience like Otamendi is worth it to an extent. What I'm not going to agree with, if he is a free agent and Otamendi wants to get a big bag, which he probably can. He won the World Cup, and he even said that on stage last night. He won the World Cup. He won Liga Portugal. If someone goes to Otamendi and says, hey, we're going to give you a $15 million or a $10 million signing bonus plus $6 million a year or something stupid or $5 million a year, thank you very much for your service. See you later. Like, at the end of the day, like, the Otamendi is making the most money out of any Benfica player because the way the contract worked was he got a salary from Benfica. City paid him a lump sum to cover him for the transition to Benfica. So he still has an EPL level salary. He's a player with the highest pay. We're not. Or else
he would never be at Benfica if he didn't.
That's the only way. Yeah. So that's because that's how that deal worked with Ruben Diaz. We didn't sell Ruben Diaz for the full amount. It was we sold him. City gave us 15, or whatever. We paid up for 15 million for Otamendi, plus City paid for. There's all this like hanky panky business that happened, right? But the reality is, I don't think we're going to pay him that money, nor should we. Right?
No way.
I have a question for you guys. Do you think we renew any contracts in the summer, or do we give any pay raises? Like Ned would be a big one for me, to be honest. I think he deserves a pay raise if you want him to stay, like more so long term.
This is first year for Dennis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How long is his contract?
I think it was. Let me see if I can find that one.
2 or 3, nothing special.
I'm curious. I'm curious. I don't know if he 5-year contract with Benfica. I think we're good.
What?
Dennis signed a 5-year contract with Benfica.
Yes.
But what's his salary? That's the thing.
Good question. Let's see if I can.
Man, he's not like one of the higher paid players on the team.
We can give him a little bump, but I think I don't know if we need to.
Well, there's certain contracts that have certain. I forgot the word now, but add-ons and stuff like that.
Upgrades. The upgrade usually Linia to Nesh. I was thinking about that yesterday.
But just getting back to the question real quick, I'm pretty sure, like in his contract, he might have a clause. That's the word I wanted to use. That if he wins the league, he gets like a 1.5 or 2.0, like between 2 to 6.
That's probably why he was so happy yesterday. I've never seen it.
He gets a bonus payment.
Wait, what did you say? He gets a bonus for what?
It's hilarious. The camera went by him at one point, and he says for the last month he's just been counting down the title. That's all he's been focused on.
Yeah.
So he gets a bonus for winning the title. Did you
No,
say?
no, I'm not saying that, but a lot of players have that on their contract. Like because it's or they will have if you achieve one of the main objectives, which obviously winning a title is. So you might have a clause where it says, "Look, I'm going to earn this much," but once you win the title or one of the main objectives, your salary will go up by 2 to 6%, and then
right.
They can say, "Look, we'll give you 2.5," and you'll say, "Nah, I want at least 5."
Exactly.
And, and then you negotiate.
Louis learned that from career mode. That's fine.
So this was funny. This was funny because I was gonna let you speak before I did this one here, but that was good. Ramos. I said, did we do something earlier in the season with him?
Who? Yeah, we scored a lot of goals. Hey,
I think unless I don't know if we got a better contract. I think he'll be better with time. He's a good player. I think Gedge. I don't want Gedge. I'm not being disrespectful to Gedge. He's out injured. Like he put so much heart in the sporting match. Got hurt again. I got no clue what his health state is, if anything, just because of the connection with Benfica and Wolves. I got a feeling Benfica is gonna give him a surgery, whatever. He's gonna return to Wolves, right? And Wolves is gonna be like, okay, so we got this guy back that we don't really want. Is he worth anything? The answer is no. He's injured. Could they get another team to maybe go for him? No. I would take Gedge back on loan with an option to buy.
Yeah, that's the rumor. That's the rumor on the Wolves
Take him
side.
back.
Actually,
Take him back.
That Benfica want another year loan.
Another year option to buy. Make the option smaller because he's injury prone, and at that point he's already had a little bit of time under his contract running out already at Wolves, anyways.
His price will go down.
Price will go down. He should go down. So hopefully, that'd be one for Gonzalo Ramos. I like the kid, man. I do like the kid. He tapered out for the last month and a half. That's the reality of it. Last 2 months, he's been really falling off a bit. But that should happen to all players. I think I wouldn't mind him getting a higher buyout. His buyout's still 120 million or something stupid. I think.
I don't think it's ever gonna get pushed. Honestly,
that's the thing. So we don't need. So that's my. I think the push is really. Do you think it's going to trigger? If the answer is no, leave it. And let me ask this question. There's rumors of teams going after Gonzalo Ramos. Someone comes with 120 million bucks. Do we sell
him? Yeah, of course.
Oh, damn! You guys are gonna hate me then. I was thinking like 50 mil was good. Like if somebody offers like 50 mil, I'd say
No, I think Gonzalo Ramos.
50. Oh boy.
That's cheap in this
I can't
market.
see him selling more than
50 is the new 20.
Yeah, 50 is the new 20. I think Gonzalo Ramos is the starter for the Seleção. I think they're going to call him up to play again. He's going to play on the Seleção. I think Portugal is going to. I think there's a lot of. I call it BS hype for what it's worth, but the guy who's benched Ronaldo, the guy who got the hat trick of the World Cup, the guy who's
benched.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, man. I honestly think we might not sell anybody.
We need zero sales.
Well, you
we
think
didn't
about
need
it,
to
right?
sell anyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if we go back to December, right, and we had when Ricochet promised that he wouldn't sell anybody because it's December, winter market, blah blah, etc., whatever. The only player that went was Enzo, and we all know the story and how much Ricochet fought to keep him. Now, if we don't need to sell, I don't see Ricochet caving in for 50, 60, 70, 80, unless the player wants to. So if like Enzo, not force it. Let's say I go to Gonzalo and say, look, Chelsea came in, mate. They offered me 100 million for you. Now, it's great fucking money, but I don't need to sell. And I've been, so do you want to go? Yes. All right, well, I'll take the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's negotiate it out. But
I tell you what, I'm just happy to start the season without Draxler. That for me is a positive already. The fact that I'm going to.
What do you think of Draxler's interview?
Huh?
Yeah, he apologized.
I respect it, honestly.
Did you see it, Luis? What Draxler said?
What did he say?
You didn't see it on the bus? So they're on the bus celebrating. On the Benfica bus. He was on the bus. I actually forgot about him. And also, he is on the bus. And the guy goes up to him, and he goes to interview him, the BTV guy. And Draxler's honestly a little awkward, right? Because he's like, hey, what do you think? He kind of said some nice words, obviously, Benfica.
He's awkward because he can't believe he's there.
And they kind of were like, the guy brought him, and he just flat out said, listen, I wasn't really part of it. I started at the beginning of the season, played a little bit at the beginning, then I got injured. I didn't not deliver what people would have expected me to deliver. I'm like, he was very humble. He apologized. Listen, I just want to make sure. I just want to first of all apologize to all the Benfiquistas. He did. He was. It was well worded, man. I gotta say, man.
Classy. It was classy.
It was well done. He made it very clear. You guys deserve this. You guys won this. This is your party. I appreciate being invited to this party. I'm sorry for not being able to actually give the value I'm supposed to give. And this is very neat. And I'm honored to kind of just be part of this. But he was very humble. You know, I've seen guys who've taken victory laps and like that.
On that note, nothing, right? I want to take everything I said. I want to take it all back and say, you're not wrong, mate. Thank you.
enjoy going back to PSG. Thank you. Yeah, no, I gotta say I liked it, man. You saw fast. You know what I'm talking about. It was classy. I agree with that.
Yeah, it's classy. And just on Luis's point of not selling anyone, I think you could be right. But maybe another way we could sell is if we somehow manage to find a bargain upgrade on someone, which, for example, in goal might not be too difficult. Let's say we snap up someone who's better than Vlaco Dimos for a good price, then we could sell and maybe break even or something. We could find ourselves selling players.
I could see that. I could see like looking at certain positions that then getting selling for an upgrade for the same. But my take on this is we sold Darwin for an obscene amount of money. So we did not need to sell likely need to sell this year, especially if we had a good run in the Champions League. We had a good run in the Champions League. Enzo was all bonus money. So I actually expect no sales unless we want to we're just trying to get rid of dead weight, the guys we don't need. Yeah. I expect the club to have a budget. I'm dying to see what the club's going to do in signings. Like, this is an exciting, like, Benfica could logically spend $80 million and not bat an eye. They could. They were financially stable without needing to sell prior to Enzo, and they got 120. If you assume 40 million for shenanigans, that goes into the other bucket, that shit disappears, and they got the CL money and they got everything else they got, they can easily drop 80, 70 million if they want to sign a couple of guys for 30 million bucks.
Well, we have to bear in mind as well that the teams are going down to the championship. Not only not only in the UK, but I'm just saying, like, as an example, there's a lot of good players at Southampton that we can grab. You know, there's a lot of even at Leeds.
Like, Leicester just got relegated today.
No, Rodrigo.
Leicester got relegated as well.
Yeah, so they got relegated.
Leicester and
Jamie Vardy. Let's get Jamie Vardy.
Imagine Jamie 5,000 people.
Oh, bro, Jamie Vardy at the Marquise.
No, just imagine Jamie 65,000 people at the Luge going, just singing like the Vardy party. You know, like I don't know the entire song because I'm not, Leicester fan or a Vardy fan. But
too soon,
mate. Imagine. Shalom is coming back. Oh.
So funny. I would say the kid. I hope they do someone strong. I absolutely love this kid. Man, I don't know how the kid's a kid. He looked like more of a child in the celebration than he ever has. Like how the kid did this, like how he wrapped his scarf around his head, the way he did it. I don't know what the heck he did, how he did it, but it made himself look like he was 14. Like just like he looked even younger than he is, and you see him with all the other players like, hey, this is amazing. Hey, someone's child is joined in. Whose kid is it? You know what I mean? Like the kid was wild. It was like it was insane. But he's such a cool kid. I'm so happy for the kid. Especially after the Sporting goal.
Yeah.
Man, that goal was huge. That goal was bigger than honestly, because after losing the Sparks, maybe coming to the game a little shaky. Who knows what could have happened? Yeah,
we did it, man.
I need to go pretty soon, but before I go, I don't know if you guys can carry on. I just want to ask, what do you guys think about the new kit? Because obviously there was pictures of it online. We all had a little thought about it, but now we know it's a real thing. Like, I want to ask the chat as well. Like, have you guys seen it? And I mean, I'll just share my opinion right now. I really like it. I think it's edgy, but it's simple but edgy. To put it in 2 words. What do you guys think?
Me personally, I remember in the group chats, someone sent in the initial rumored pictures, and I said straight away, this has a future classic kit potential. Like in 30 years' time, we could be talking about this kit. I think it's a phenomenal kit. The only thing, if I put an if on this kit, the only thing I would say, which we can't see in this picture, which Manny's put up right now, is maybe we can here, is on the left, just under the arm.
The gold trim.
The gold.
The gold stripe.
I'm curious to see how that looks. I know we got some images of it, but not many.
You can go on the website.
Other than that,
there. It's on the website.
It's on the website.
Yeah.
I'll get
I'll be honest with you. At the very first, when I very first saw the gold stripe, I was a bit like, but seeing it from the back, I actually like it. It gives it like because we won the league. It gives it more like a golden sort of product because we won the league.
That's exactly why they did that too.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have
from the front doesn't give it like a good look. If that, like from here now.
Once you see the Campeao badge on there, it'll match perfectly. And
that's true, actually. Yeah, in the middle, in the
middle.
Hey, also I can see the Adidas label doesn't have actually Adidas written.
It looks a lot cleaner.
Is that gonna be like that?
I don't know. I wonder if that's like a new thing.
I don't think they will. I think they just didn't write it. I hope so, because
right.
that looks a lot cleaner.
No, it is because Arsenal's kit is the same way. It doesn't have
who?
Adidas or anything. So.
I think this. They have little decals like the 120 years. Like I think to your point, the 120 year. If they got this, if they got the championship, the Campeonato. And they got like it could accent it very well. I know what you mean, Fast. When I first saw that weird, like it looked kind of cheesy. And like, where's that coming from?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what it is, man.
I'll definitely.
It kind of reminded me. I don't know if you guys know, Mart, if you can pull it up. It's the 1998 kit, 97, 98 kit. I got the similar, especially with the collar. The collar kind of like the weight comes down, and then you have the attention to detail on that kit it's one of my favorites.
The Tercel one.
Yeah, it was 97, 98.
Yeah, I think I got it here. 1 second. Bear with me 2 seconds. I will.
Just to answer your question, Zach. No, I did not see the tweet of Adidas with a wink at someone asking them to give us a good kit. Was that recent, or is that like from a few months ago?
There's Adidas did a neat little thing with the Agia with a little 3D.
Oh yeah, that was sick but short.
Yeah,
it was very short.
Oh yeah,
this one.
There it is. I love that kit so much.
With the neck.
I've been trying to get
that reminded me of something, boys. Hey, who brought the trophy in yesterday? I was jumping of happiness, man. I went to for a wee. I looked at the TV and I see none other than Nuno Gomes, man.
That was sick.
Walking, and I'm just here.
It's funny. He's working for the Federation or the Liga. He has some like job now, working for the Liga. And so when I saw him Rui Costa in the stands, I'm like, and he's wearing the red tie, Rui Costa. I'm like, oh, these guys played together. This is great. But it's funny. One is the leader of Benfica, and one is like trying to move for a senior position in the Federation.
Imagine
I think he was going for president, was he not?
No, he's working with them.
Yeah, we own everything.
So instead of so they had to bring out the cup. I was like, it was wrong. Like that Jake's gonna be like two fingered out, like
But I was just screaming at the TV. It's Nuno. It's Nuno Gomes. My mate is having a piss. He's like, what are you on about? It's Nuno Gomes, man. Come quick. Oh, bro.
I know. I lost. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, yeah, Luigi's gonna lose his mind seeing this. I could just envision that.
Man,
But yeah, man, I'm looking for. Once we see a bit more of the kits, the away kits, they're gonna be promoting the hell out of this. I'm glad I didn't wear them. I've heard some teams. That's the thing nowadays. They want to get teams to like wear it in their final match this season. Wear the new kit. This is this season kit. Wear it next season. I don't.
Yeah. We did that.
We did that before. If you did that for a task once before.
Yeah.
But I prefer like whatever. Leave it for that. That's kind of where I was a bit annoyed with the celebration thing. Is when I found out like part of the reason why the celebration took so long is that photo, like this photo at Gedge and these kind of photos. They're doing some of these types of photos.
Yeah.
With the new so that's what they were doing. I was like, come on, guys, like
just
do that later. You got all Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
They do that really right after the game ended.
They did a few of the photos. Yeah, basically there's a bunch of photos on the Instagram. So that came up, and like they show there's one where there's a video, and some of the guys are still running around and happy. It's like, oh yeah, and then they kind of pan the camera. All right, stand there, do your thing, do your this. Okay, next. Okay, touch up. The get ready. I'm like, come on. That's why it took an extra. It took 2 hours.
Poor Florentino was in the doping room.
Yeah, he got set aside. Of course, they pull over the black guy.
Yeah. You want to know why? Because did you see the little Maradona flick that he did? The little McGeady spin.
McGiddy spin.
He did a little McGiddy spin. They were like, nah, something's up.
I was like, ah!
Hey, Ray, to answer your question, I don't think it comes with the badge yet. I will hold off because I have seen them do this before. They come out with the championship kit, like the new kit, and they come with a badge, and the actual badge is a bit different than a month later. Like that has happened. I usually first I just wait. I got a buddy of mine that's putting in an order. I'm just getting the 38 to put it right here, so I fill that in. I gotta do some decorating, but yeah.
I got a 6 scarf coming as well. Not a 38, it's an old school one. I bought it a couple days ago. And then I want to buy a couple more too, man.
Yeah, no, it's nice, man. I'm looking forward to it when it comes in, and then I can't wait. And we'll do some more stuff. We'll do some more stuff throughout the off season. We got a bunch of other stuff to talk about. We'll do some stuff jointly with Luis has some really fun ideas he's working on his channel that we're gonna do. And I know Joe's gonna want to do a show. Alex, any moment now, is gonna have a baby. He called me this week from California. You got remember the kits, me and you, Luis, when we went to the lodge and we got the baby kits?
Yeah,
he got those. So he was very excited. He's over the moon. So any day now he's gonna have a baby, so he's fully focused on that. And once Joe kind of stabilizes, he'll be, sobers up. He'll want to definitely. He said, like I said, send me a video, and he sent like 20 videos in the chat group, and I was like, oh my god, I got. He's got a lot of videos he took, so we gotta do something with them to go through some of these.
In each video, he got hit by a different object.
Every single time.
A hammer.
He's like, oh. All says, I was like, oh god, another shot opener and shit. It's like, if a guy's ever gonna get hit by a dildo, it's gonna be Joe. It's just like someone just swings one of those and just upside the head. Yeah. I will say, for the record, we asked Joe in the chat, and he got hit by a head, got hit in the head by a chair at the sport when he got a draw. Before the match, the match is starting, everyone's got butterflies. Like, Joe, all we need is a draw. If you getting hit by a chair right now in the head guarantees a draw, will you take the hit or you'll gamble us winning or losing? He's like, give me the chair. Just throw the chair at me. But he's thirsty. He's thirsty, man. It was good. Yeah, man. Only thing I think I'll leave off at in terms of silliness is going to be I got my, for those who don't follow me on Twitter, most of you guys might have seen this already, the little bit with the Stade de Luge. I built it. That was my activity.
All right. Yeah, that was sick.
Week, you know what I mean? This is it. This sits on the side here. Let me just make sure it's up on all its glory here. And this is the thing right here. Yeah, it's a pretty cool.
Mine is super good together, so
I love it. It has a light and everything. It's a pretty sick little thing. I don't want to drop this thing, but
yeah.
It's a pretty cool. I love it. I gotta say, this thing is probably the coolest little swag bits. As you can tell, there's a lot of scarves, a lot of propaganda. Everyone in this house is like, random things. This is the type of household that'll have random shit. You got, Benfica gloves. There's stuff all over that Shikaza Benfica. You know what I mean? But this is one of the coolest little random pieces of whatnot that I've gotten.
Have you guys got that? You guys got that? That meme from that sponge that lives under the sea. I forgot the name now. SpongeBob was like 200 years later, and we still go. Here we got this.
Got this. There's a pin. I got this pin from 3 years ago. Here's a caneta from my avô.
We've 5 years later.
We've had a full cycle of like day and night.
It's like going. I'm constantly going. Next thing you know, by the time I'm done, Luigi grabs his phone. Hey, 40 titles!
Oh man, I need to go to sleep.
All right, guys, man. Thank you so much for this amazing year. Thank you so much for joining us, for all the laughs, the tears, the adventures, man, the joy. What brought tears to my eyes when I went to Campeao, and even yesterday, it's the thought of everyone collectively, how much this means to everyone. That hits me. It hits me so much. You guys are the best. It's the best fan base to be part of. It's special. I think when people ask about being a Benfica, what's the difference between Benfica, and they talk about teams like United and other teams out there, it's like, well, no, those teams, they're nice teams. You know, you're watching someone else's toy. Someone owns that team, and you're buying a product and watching their product, and they really don't care about you. You know, I don't care what anyone says, they don't. Benfica, you know, it's us socios. It's Rui Costa, the way he is as a player, as a fan. João Neves, you know,
when he waved, bro.
Grow up, you know,
bro,
seeing the Papa. When I go to the luge, I saw the guy dressed like the Pope, and I saw him everywhere. I think it's hilarious seeing these guys, but it's their whole life. I saw them outside the Marquês, the camera. They asked this kid, and he's like, "We forget too, man. It's the love. It's everything, man. It's just a feeling. It's amazing, man. I love it."
Jake,
So,
go take your pills, man. Like,
I go take my pills now.
You took a turn for the worst, Jake. What's going on?
Jake's good, man. Jake's good to go. He's good to go.
When you got a pod at 9 o'clock, but you're ninja.
For those in Lisboa, connect with Jake and Mello. They're gonna be out tomorrow.
What happened?
Mello.
Tomorrow, not Mello. Joe. Hey,
Joe.
I was gonna say he's gonna leave his go. Like, all right. Yeah,
hey, if you find Mello, go out. Yeah, go see Mello also. Yeah. All right, you guys have a great night. Okay. Peace.
Benfica
campeão! O Benfica campeão! O Benfica campeão!
Ser benfiquista, eterna alma imensa, que nos conquista e leva a palma a luz intensa do sol, que lá no céu risonho bem beijar. Com orgulho muito seu, as camisolas berrantes, que nos campos a vibrar são papoilas saltitantes, que nos campos a vibrar são papoilas